Welcome to ECNTRADE daily video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. The Australian dollar accelerated to the downside on Friday to its lowest level since March 2009 at 64.33 against its rival the greenback, with the weekly basis that is falling by 3%. But the bearish journey destination objective reached at 64 cents. That was the call that I've had for some time now. And with that being the low of 64.33, the market has staged a somewhat relatively strong rebound this morning. It is viewed now that if we get a break above the level of 45, this would see further upside potential and look towards a short squeeze of 66 cents, or maybe around the 66.35-45 level. Still, the market is pretty much oversold when it comes to the dailies, and you can see from here that it does warrant a retracement, and no doubt we'll get in a little bit of trouble when it hits that 66 cent handle where the downtrend comes in here, and therefore we could see the overall bias remaining negative because the trend is still holding to a bearish case, even though we're trying to get a recovery at present. All eyes turn to the RBA tomorrow, and we could see a rate cut from 75.75% down to a 0.5 due to the fact of the situation of the coronavirus. And also there has been talk on the US as well, which I'll get to in a moment, of a rate cut that is. Looking at the euro dollar, the market is accelerated further to the upside after the pullback on Friday rejected the break level of 109.50. From the rejection has now set the market up for a retest of the upside, which comes in somewhere around 110.55 to 110.90 and reassess from there. As I mentioned about the US Fed, well, the market is now anticipating a possible rate cut after a brief statement from Federal Reserve Chairman Powell on Friday as he tried to calm the market nerves after issuing the statement at the weekend that he is open to cutting rates. He said the fundamentals of the US economy remain strong. However, the coronavirus poses an involving risk to the economy activity. If so, then we should see when the Fed meets on the 17th, and for 2 days that is, on the 17th and 18th of this month, and let's see if they do cut rates or not. Or it's possible that we could see an emergency rate cut in this week or next. So you do have to stay on your guard and keep a very close watch in terms of how the market plays out in case we do get an unexpected cut. The call for dollar yen has been bearish for some time, and since the rejection from 112, I was looking down at 108.6065, which was exceeded, and the market even fell harder to the lows around 107.50. If we look at the dailies here, that was a weekly chart. Market staged a very strong recovery this morning after hitting a low of 36, which was even a lower low. So the market is now questioning, have we seen a base for now or not? I feel the market may get a slight bias to the upside and therefore look towards the region of 108.25 as we are trading there now, and that may extend towards 108.55. The pound also reached its objective on Friday of 127.25. You can see the stab here on a daily has nearly ejected to the upside. The balls come back very, very quickly. At present, we're looking at the resistance around 128.55, but towards 129.15.30 to fail. Overall, I expect to see another test to the downside. As you can see, the market in dollar CAD has posted a shooting star and now waits confirmation. If we see a break of 133.55, then there's your confirmation to support the case down at 132.75 to maybe down to 132.10.25 and reassess from there. Any advances should struggle above 134. A very whipsawed price action in gold. The market plummeted $87 on Friday from the highs of 1,649 to a low of 1,562, and now attempting to recover back towards 1,600 after posting a little high there 1,606. Overall, though, I'm going to sit with a neutral view at the moment because the market, to me, is just too aggressive in that $87 fall, and we can see any movement now coming to the lows around 1,550 to 60. But that being said, if we get a break above 1,610, that would reinstate the upside to 19 to 1,630 to 36. Wrapping up with oil, well, the market plummeted even further on Friday to a low of $43.53 before turning around. It is assessed after the market did post the weekly decline, the most aggressive that is in 11 years of 20% over the last 6 consecutive days, is that we could see a retracement, but we do need to see further moves of above the level around 46.70.90. So let's see how it plays out from there. But so far at the moment, we're getting a good rebound. Let's see if the market does challenge higher to the upside. Well, that wraps it for today. Thank you very much for joining me. And as always, look out for the intraday report, and I hope you enjoy the great start to this new day and volatile new week.